Hello, friends! Welcome to the Lighthouse. My name is Ed.
And I'm Brittany.
Wait a minute, you're not Brittany. Everyone, this is my friend Josh.
Hi, everyone. Cool Lighthouse.
Well, thanks. What brings you here today?
Well, I just thought I'd stop by and see if I can help out.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, come on in.
All right. Come on. Through the hole. Just. Woo! Tight doorway. Wow.
Oh!
Candy.
Yeah, that's for our birthdays and guests who visit us.
Oh. Well, it's not my birthday. But I am a guest, so do you think I could have some candy?
Sure. Josh, you can only have one piece of candy.
But I thought you said candy's for guests.
It is.
Well, I'm a guest.
You are.
And candy's for guests.
But the rule is only one piece of candy per guest.
Why?
Because we wouldn't have enough for others.
But that's not fair.
What?
Well, I'm a guest, candy's for guests, therefore I should have as much candy as I want.
Josh, I don't think you really understand what true fairness is. But before we get into all this, do you know what the first thing we do here in the Lighthouse?
Oh, yes, we do the
Good Morning Song!
This is a morning like no other. Never again will it be here. So let's get moving, let's get going. Yeah, yeah. Don't let the daylight disappear. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There will be no yawning. Cause it's a good morning. It's a good morning. A good morning. It's gonna be a very good day. Cause you're a good God. A good God. A good God. You are a very good God. Let us remember why we are here today. Why? We're here to sing and we are here to praise our God in heaven, so let me hear you say, yeah! He is our King and the maker of today. It's a good morning. It's a good morning. A good morning. It's gonna be a very good day, cause you're a good God. A good God. A good God. You are a very good God. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There will be no yawning.
It's time for birthdays and guests! Yay! And today we are celebrating Reagan Jensen's birthday. She turned 8! Yes, happy birthday, Reagan!
Happy birthday, Reagan! And we're also celebrating Freddie Stoltz's birthday, who's turning 14! Happy birthday, Freddie!
Happy birthday, Freddie! Now, if you want us to celebrate your birthday here in the Lighthouse, we would love to do that. Have your parents to email us at lighthouse@excelcov.org.
And if you're a guest, we're so happy to see you here for the first time. Just like me, I'm a guest and I'm so happy to be here.
So, Josh, could you please share with me why you think it's fair to get as much candy as you want?
Because candy for guests is the rule, and I'm a guest, and it's fair to get what I deserve.
Well, getting as much candy as you want is not what fairness is all about. But let's hear what Jesus has to say about it when we jump into the Bible!
Jumping! Woohoo! We're jumping!
In our world, there's a lot of unfairness. Often there's people who are cheated or left out from getting things that they need. This is called injustice. Injustice is a lack of fairness because of selfish sins. Injustice breaks God's heart because He wants all of us to treat others with fairness. What does being fair mean? Some people describe fairness as giving people what they deserve. This may sound all right, but what if someone was behaving unfair to you? If we think fairness is giving people what they deserve, then you would treat that person unfairly back. And then they may treat you unfair because you are unfair to them. And on it goes until no one will treat anyone with fairness. Jesus has a different standard on what is fair. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 12, Jesus said, "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you." This verse is often called the Golden Rule. This rule is golden because it shows us a special way to live. To treat others the way you want to be treated means you value that person's needs like you value your own needs. When we follow this rule, we are living with goodness and love, the kind of love that God shows us every day. We can use the golden rule so we don't treat others with injustice, and when we see others being treated with injustice. We can see the golden rule in action in one of Jesus' parables. He said, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." In this parable, Jesus is saying when we see someone in need or experiencing injustice, we should care about them and value them like we value ourselves. Even if someone is in prison for a crime they did, we should give them kindness like God gives us kindness. Because, hey, we all want kindness even when we make mistakes. The parable continues. Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you? Or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you as a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick and in prison to go visit you?" The King of Heaven will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of these, the least of my brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Jesus is telling us it's a big deal when we help others. Because when we help others, it's like we are helping Him. God wants us to care for people who are left out. So when you see someone being treated unfairly, when you see injustice in the world, there is something you can do. You can care. You can be friends with someone who doesn't have friends. You can speak up to help someone who needs someone to support them. You can give food to those who unjustly don't have enough to eat. When we use the golden rule of treating others as we want to be treated to fight injustice, we are sharing God's goodness and love to the world. God wants us to care for people who are left out.
I think I understand now. If I follow the golden rule, then I should make sure that there's enough candy for everyone. I wouldn't want someone else to take all the candy and then leave me with none.
Yeah, see, we have to value other people's needs as much as we value our own needs. And yes, so taking all the candy wouldn't be fair to others. But we can use the golden rule to help us remember how to treat others well.
But what do I do if I see someone else who's not being treated fairly?
Yeah, unfortunately, because of sin, there's a lot of injustice in our world. But we don't have to let injustice continue. As followers of Jesus, we should use the golden rule to help us stand up against injustice. And we can do that when we see someone treated unfairly by being their friend, praying for them, and speaking to someone about them to help them get what they need. God wants us to care for people who are left out.
Thanks everyone for joining us today at the Lighthouse.
And we will see you next time. Lighthouse